As a child, you might have heard the song, "The wheels on the bus go round and round," not knowing that one day buses would save your community. My team is going to prove that the resolution, the Utah State government should provide a tax credit or incentive to Utah businesses that provide their employees with a public transit pass, will make living conditions in the Wasatch Front better. I will prove that if the resolution is adopted, then the living conditions in the Wasatch Front will improve in these ways. It will decrease traffic, it will improve the Utah Transit Authority, and it will decrease air quality. My partner will reinforce our three contentions. Definitions: tax incentive, a tax allowance that encourages someone to do something and to work harder. Tax credit, a tax allowance or payment that can be used to offset an existing or future liability to pay taxes. Public transit pass, a ticket that allows the user to ride on the public transit system of their city/state/town. Utah businesses, all forms of industrial and commercial profit-seeking activity in the state of Utah. Voting criteria. If the resolution is proven to be needed, we will win the debate. Contention 1, the resolution will decrease traffic. We claim that the Wasatch Front has bad traffic and this will decrease it. UTA takes many cars off the road and the resolution will improve UTA, which means less traffic. According to the Utah Transit Authority 2008, about 4.5% of commuters use public transit. Although the impact of freeway drive times is difficult to measure, transit is most likely having a positive impact on traffic congestion. About 42,000 vehicle trips are removed from local roads and highways each day due to commuters choosing to use transit instead of their own passenger cars. Contention 2, the resolution will improve UTA. We claim that UTA buses pollute a little. If UTA gets more money, they can make their buses cleaner. Because the more money they get, the more they can put into their buses. According to Lee Davidson, August 2013, partnership between the Utah Transit Authority and Zions Bank gave away 4,000 weekly transit passes in July, traditionally one of the 2 worst months for air pollution, and riders used them for a total of 20,000 a day boarding. It was successful enough that UTA says it wants to do more such events in the future. According to the Utah Transit Authority in 2008, buses provide the most widely available service. Since UTA's creation, bus service has been the primary service offered to passengers. On weekdays, UTA provides about 59,000 vehicle miles of service with 381 buses. Service is reduced to about half on Saturdays. On Sundays, the services are further reduced to about 1/8 the level of service provided on weekdays. Contention 3, the resolution will improve air quality. We claim that air pollution in the Wasatch Front is a big problem and the resolution will improve it. UTA saves lots of air pollution, and by adopting the resolution, UTA will grow, which means better air quality. According to Lee Davidson, August 2013, UTA said that one of their buses saved 15 tons of air pollutants and 271 tons of greenhouse gases annually. A light rail train, when full, saves 93 tons of air pollutants, 1,263 tons of greenhouse gases annually. The calculations are based on the Federal Transit Administration study that estimates about 52% of passengers who drive with public transit were not available. According to Golden Web 2014, currently public transportation displaces 120,000 car trips along the Wasatch Front each day and carries 25% of commuters to downtown Salt Lake City, eliminating 2,000 tons of emissions each year. We've proven that the resolution will decrease traffic, improve UTA, and decrease air pollution. We have met the voting criteria by proving that we need to adopt the resolution. Having met the voting criteria, we urge you to vote affirmative.
Urban public transportation systems have been in a decline since 2000. My team will prove that the resolution is not needed. I will first attack the affirmative case, then I will uphold the status quo. My partner will reinforce my arguments with her evidence. I accept the definitions that the affirmative team provided. Our voting criteria is that if we prove to you that the air quality will not improve by adopting the resolution, we win. In contention 1, affirmative said that UTA takes cars off the road. But how does that happen when traffic stays the same? The Stranger Index newspaper, 3rd of July 2013. But the data showed that even in cities that expanded public transit, road congestion stayed exactly the same. Add a new subway line and some drivers will switch to transit, but new drivers replace them. It's the same effect as adding a new lane to a highway. Congestion remains constant. In contention 2, affirmative said that UTA will get a chance to improve. They might get a chance to improve, but we don't know that they will improve their environmentally friendly buses. In contention 3, affirmative said that if we adopt the resolution, the air quality will improve. You can give your employees passes, but you don't know if they will use them on UTA environmentally friendly buses or not. They might use them on their diesel buses. The negative team firmly believes there is no justification for the resolution. Argument 1. UTA is not the answer to Utah's air pollution problem. It will not fix our air pollution problem because more of their vehicles are buses than anything else. Buses are bad for the environment because most of them use diesel engines. These engines keep a small amount of the fuel that they use inside of them unburned. These particles can form larger particles in the atmosphere. New York State Department, 2015. A small amount of the fuel exists in the engine unburned. These airborne hydrocarbons can form larger particles in the atmosphere when they contact airborne dust and other particles. Argument 2. UTA needs to improve their service. Their services, for instance, have not been running on time. UTA has a reputation for having a lack of efficiency and timeliness when running their services. The Daily Utah Chronicle, 2014. One of the most difficult things about making the switch from a car to public transportation is the lack of efficiency and timeliness. While UTA desperately wants to have services that contribute to increased access to opportunities, they can't do that until their services run on time. Businesses, schools, and UTA are already giving passes out. They're giving these passes out for free, and they don't seem to mind that they aren't getting a tax credit or incentive. So the Utah state government would be wasting money on these places. University of Weber State, 2015. The 2014-15 UTA Ed Pass will be free. The UTA Ed Pass will be transportation in all UTA buses, frontrunner, and tracks. I have proven that the resolution is not necessary by showing you how it will not help the air quality, how UTA needs to improve their service before this can work, and how places are giving passes out without the extra benefits from the government. I have met the voting criteria by showing you how Utah's air quality will not improve by adopting the resolution. Having met the voting criteria, we see only a negative ballot.
Okay, you said that UTA has bad service. Do you have evidence for that?
Yes.
Will you please read it again?
While UTA desperately wants to have services that contribute to increased access to opportunities, they can't do that until their services run on.
Okay.
Will the traffic only decrease in the Wasatch Front? Or will it be smaller?
Speak into the mic.
It will decrease in all of it. You said that UTA is not the answer. Is there a different answer to this problem?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
There are other answers like using express commuter lanes, which are cheaper and they are available to everyone. They also so it would be better to give that tax credit instead of just like some. Okay. So we both agree that UTA does pollute.
a little, but it does save more than it pollutes.
You said that it saves a lot when it's full. How often are the buses full?
They're full pretty often, and cars only carry a few people, but buses always have more than the cars will carry. Yeah, and we were just riding the full bus.
It was only full when we went on it.
I know, but there were a lot of people to start on it.
What if people only take short rides and they don't take a long ride? Does it save the same amount of pollution?
It would still save, it would just save less. I do not have any more questions.
So do we both agree that we don't know that UTA will, if UTA is improving, that we don't know if they will decide to improve their CNG buses or their other like green buses, or they'll improve something else? Well, it may seem like individual efforts won't make much of a difference in reducing high particulate levels in inversion. If county residents reduce the emissions produced in the course of their daily lives, the impact would be significant. My team has proven so far that adopting the resolution will improve living conditions in the Wasatch Front. I will reinforce my three contentions. Then I will prove that the negative team attempted to prove that the resolution is unneeded but failed. I do not accept the voting criteria established by the negative. Our voting criteria is if the resolution is proven to be needed, you will win the debate. In contention one, my partner told you that if people took transit one day a week, lots of cars would be removed. My partner told you that UTA decreases traffic congestion. But I further support this plan because UTA decreases traffic. Each time one person rides to UTA, one or more vehicles are removed from the streets, saving hassle emissions. Evidence 1, according to UCC, February 2014. Using public transit saves maintenance and fuel costs as well as traffic and parking hassle. Contention 2, my partner said that with all the service from buses, UTA gets money, which means it can improve its bus services. By using cleaner buses, the problem of buses moving vanishes and the area is cleaner. Evidence 1, according to the UTA Ride Clear, 25th of August, 2013. The Utah Transit Authority first compressed bus hit the road today to celebrate the rid of these environmentally friendly vehicles. Free passes were given out to Utah residents. The negative team's argument 1, they claim that UTA is not helping the air, but UTA is using CNG buses. According to the Salt Lake Tribune, 28th of June, 2013, UTA just took delivery of its first 10 CNG buses and is painting and preparing them, training drivers on the mechanics of their features. The negative team's argument 2, they claim that UTA needs to improve its service. But UTA is more on time. According to the Salt Lake Tribune, 10th of May 2015, last year, for the first time ever, the on-time rate for UTA buses was better than 90%, not 91.5% to be exact, even though UTA has adopted tougher definitions for being on time. In negative team's argument 3, they claim that passes are already being given out. But these passes are just for education. If we were to give passes to businesses as well, then air quality would be reduced much more than if we just kept giving them to schools. I have proven that the negative tried to counter us but failed, and I have reinforced our three contentions. I met the voting criteria by using strong evidence to prove the resolution is needed. Having met the voting criteria, we urge you to vote affirmative.
I will give them a solid A on how fast they can spend money and how many tracks they can build, and I'll give them an F on how well people can get to those tracks and how convenient it is. My team has proven that the resolution is not needed. In